Young people can't really aspire to things if they can't imagine them. And so when they get a chance to get outside of the walls of the classroom, outside the walls of the school, see what it is that real adults actually do, that enables them to imagine themselves in that. And they may come back and say, wait a minute, that's not what I thought it was. It's not the way that lawyers are portrayed on TV. Maybe that's not what I want to do. Or they may come back and say, whoa, I didn't realize that within a hospital, there are people who work in communications, marketing, engineering, beyond just being a doctor. So it can open up whole new areas of possibility for them when they think about what kinds of future careers and who they want to be as adults in the future.
Shadowing opportunity allows the scholar to get a better understanding of what it is that professional does in their day. They act as a bit of an eye on the wall. It's about learning through your interests. That hour and a half is invaluable, and you've had an opportunity to learn, to see different skills, to practice different skills, to see what you like, what you don't like, what you think you can do, what you think you don't want to do. Professionals really love having scholars present because it allows them to get involved. And scholars get really excited. They love seeing the behind the scenes because it's not an opportunity they've had.
It really puts you out there, and it may make you uncomfortable in some situations, but I feel like it's great practice for the real world.
Skills that they take for granted, introducing themselves, making sure to say, please and thank you, or have a nice day. And because of all the scholars together, they help each other out. They practice with each other. And we often have scholars who have already done this. They learn better with one another, and then they can coach one another. And what's great about grouping scholars together is that they can also work with each other on developing strategies or ways they can correct it the next time. The other thing I really like about scholars working with one another, peers listen to one another's advice more so than they would adults' advice.
If you're a teacher who's never done something like this before, the opportunity to contact someone in a career field totally different than your own can really be an amazing opportunity. If you've ever had that curiosity of what does an architect really do? What does it feel like to try to get ready to run a restaurant for the day? This is your chance to go in and peek into the work world of someone else and find out what might it be like. This does two things. One, it helps them to understand what the experience will be like for their students. They can then empathize with, yeah, I was a little anxious when I tried this myself. It was a little scary to go walk in and introduce myself. But second, it helps those teachers to think about their own teaching and practice in the classroom. How can they make sure that the content they're presenting is then connected to those real world careers that are going on out beyond the walls of the school?
It's a great way to explore things and really see your options, see all the different ways you can go. Yeah, so that's why I'd recommend it, yeah.
You might be the first person who says to a kid in a school, tell me who you are. And really, who are you? What's your life like? What are you interested in? So I think that's really vitally important when you hear about programs that are engaging young people's interests, that are helping them go out into the world and have those experiences. It can really shape their lives and their entire community.